Come with me to the American Southwest Desert, as today we journey to view a face in time. So I was watching the recent video from Ruins and Ridges channel, and he walks up to this amazing feature, and we only get one quick shot of this as he's walking by. But this right here looked to me to be sort of like a wing. And then this up here, of course, is the face. And there's a face looking towards us, and there's a face looking to the right here. So we have a right side profile with the eye, the nose, and the mouth. And then we have, of course, two eyes here, a nose, and a mouth. And the chin is under here, and this appears to have been rock that was removed in the ancient past. Now, this rock could have been painted. The whole thing could have been painted. But we can also see here where it's dark, it's blacked out, again, giving us the shape of the head. And over here, this could be, as I said, interpreted as a wing. Or it could be a quiver holding arrows. It's tough to say. And as he's walking around the rock, again, here's the same rock. This is the same face. We saw this face looking to the right previously, but again, we have the two eyes, the nose, the mouth, the chin. Rock's been removed here we call this a relief carving, where rock is removed from an existing geologic feature, like what we see at the Kailasa temple and the Ellora caves in India. They remove the rock to create the face, to create whatever it is they're trying to create. Now over here, this could be also interpreted as another face with the eye, the nose, and the mouth. And we have good light on this, but I would say also down here at the bottom, we have two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. We have the outline of the face right here. And this is an ancient Native American feature here. Definitely want to point out and remind everybody that there's a book out there called Stone Effigies of the High Plain Hunters by Jim Gaskins, and he has picked up lots of different features and rocks that shows these stone effigies, these faces in the stone. And there's another YouTube channel, I'll link it below. It's called Faces in the Stone, and that amazing human generally points out handheld art, but he's also seeing things in the rock. But we have to think that we have mound builders that have been here for thousands of years. We have the Anasazi, the Puebloan peoples of the American Southwest. Consider that these rocks may have been shaped by man in the past to create these faces. That the whole rock was shaped. I mean, these people, these Native American peoples, lived here for at least 10,000 years before 1492, when Columbus sailed the ocean blue and arrived in the so-called New World. That's a lot of time. Now, from what I understand, these Native American peoples, they worshipped the earth as their temple or church. They used these stones, these rocks, these mountains to tell their stories. And they lived as one with the earth. They weren't abusing it in the same way we are. Now, keeping that in mind as we go forward, take a look at this face right here. We have two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. We have really good light on this feature. He has a very long chin beard, like maybe what you would see in ancient Egypt even. Looking at this rock, and this is the same rock. We have a slightly more pulled back feature here. So again, this is the same, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. You can see the outline of the forehead up here at the top. But what is this guy right here? Take a look at this guy. We have an eye, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Now these features, we don't know how old this thing is. This could have been thousands of years old. This could be 100,000 years old. They're finding older things in the North American continent all the time. I think I just heard some feet in the sands were 30,000 years old somewhere in the American Southwest desert. Now, in the past, were these eyes filled with jewels? I would say yes. I think we can see here where rock was removed. We can see the outline of the eye. We can see the eyelid. We can even see this little outpoke here, which is the eye that catches the sunlight. Very similar to how they did the Mount Rushmore with its eyes. And I think in addition, they could have used clay or their mud brick technology to build this face up further. And of course, paint. I mean, we can definitely see some remnants of paint here with this being darker. And again, rock has been removed here. We can see how they chipped it away. If you can imagine like those ancient, those Native American knives that they would make out of stones. They would chip away the stone and they would have these little hash marks like what we see here above this eye, above what I see as an eye. We can also think about those tips, the points, the arrowhead points. You can see here some white coloring. Maybe some potential remnants of plaster or paint that was here in the past. Now at this shot, we're getting a drone image. He's showing us the other side of the hill. It's not getting direct sunlight. But look down here. Is that an eye? Is that a nose? Is that a mouth down there, faded? I would say so. After we've already seen these other faces, I think it's very likely that these were also shaped to be faces. Look at this, maybe 2 eyes here, a nose, and a mouth. Again, an eye, a nose, and a mouth. He's got a big smile, this guy. They used the existing rock. They relief carved the rock. They took rock away to make the imagery that they wanted to make. And this right here is our big face that we saw from the other side at the intro of the video, the very first image we looked at, but this is the back side of it. And look how this chin, look at this chin right here, my friends. This chin has been definitely shaped to look like a chin. We can even see a little bit of remnants of a mouth right here, perhaps, with the nose. And here's the eye right here. You have to pan out, back out a little bit. Look at this eye right here. Right there's the eye. And there's the other eye on the other side. Now we saw those from the front side, now we're seeing them from the back side, and okay, the top of the head, not been fully carved out. That's a lot of rock to remove there. But I think we can see right here, this again is that chipping like we saw on the other image where rock was removed. It looks like the serrated blades of the knife. A very windy rappel. So, little different time of day here. We are again seeing this face. We got the 2 eyes, the nose, the mouth, the chin line is here. Potentially rock has been removed here. And I think also we could look at this right here could be a representation of an ear, but we're not seeing it in the right daylight. I think we're seeing this maybe in the morning sunlight, this one would come out, or from a different angle, that could potentially be a face, with this being the ear. And we've got a person rappelling down here, and I just wanted to point out that there's very clearly two different colors of rock here. We have this light colored rock, and then we have this delineated, very clearly darker rock here. And look how pitted this rock is, versus this over here is kind of smooth. We don't have somebody coming down here. We also have a little relief here. I'm not sure what that would have been. But if we go to this side, could be just the angles of the rock, but let's take a look here. We have this vertical line, and we have almost a vertical line over here. This is very flat, and this is very flat over on this side. And look how rough this is right here. All of this right here is very rough. And it could have been used as an ancient hieroglyph. Look at all of these interesting patterns. Okay, I may be going out on a limb here, but if these were carved out in this particular pattern, now we've already seen these other huge things that were carved. Is it possible that this was also carved to look like this? And is it actually a carving of a bird? I think it could be a carving of a bird. We have the beak here, we have the eye, and we have this very rough chipped out area here where this could have been painted. We can again see the darker color where I was saying this is light color, this is dark color. This is the same rock over here. It's light color, but this is dark color. We have this interesting round shape right here at the top of where I think is the bird's head. Okay. Now, one more I wanted to show you here in this corner of this image. Right here, we have an eye, we have a nose, we have a mouth. And when we consider how smooth the rock is here, we have the chin line. Do you see it? The eye, there's even maybe the second eyes right there, the nose, the mouth, the chin line. He's got kind of a pointy hat. And again, we have this very rough painted rock here, or chiseled rock potentially. And how about this guy up here? Is this an eye? Is this a nose? Is this a mouth? He's got kind of a high bridge line on his head. Is this representing a lion, an ape, a primitive man, a Neanderthal? I think when we consider how many other faces that we've seen on this rock already, then it's not too far of a stretch to say that this also was a face. That we have two nostrils here, that we have a mouth, that we have an eye and a high bridge line for the eyebrows, and that the overall shape of this, considering the sunlight and the angle and the time of day, I think it's very possible. I'm definitely curious to know what you think in the comments on that one. Why don't you timestamp it and let me know what you think. We'll click on to the next image here. Here's again our friend. But look at this over here. Here's the face that I was pointing out previously. We got end of the day light on it. This probably would look a lot better in direct sunlight in the morning time or in the mid-afternoon like what we saw earlier. But I think again we can see the two eyes, the nose, the mouth. It's a bit of an abstract, but considering they were obviously using the existing geology, and that it does appear that somebody took some time to create this face line right here, to use this chin line. It wouldn't have been too much work for somebody to knock this out and make it look a little more like a face, or for them to use their clay and their mud brick technologies to smooth this out a little bit more. and make it look like whoever they were trying to represent. Or maybe the carving never got finished. We don't really know. But it does to me look like a face. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you on that one. Wait. Could this also be a face? 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. Ancient faces. We're talking thousands of years of erosion. All right, we got like one more here. I think this is the last one. And again, we can see our guy down here with his 2 eyes, his nose and the mouth. We've got our big guy at the top here with his 2 eyes. His forehead is here. We got a mouth underneath his nose with the nose right there. Potentially a big chin. But look at this one. Is this a right side profile of another face right here? We have the eyes, the nose, there's a mouth right here. I mean, to me, we have a chin line. If we consider that this could have been painted in the past, I think it's very likely. And then look at this guy. We have also right here, we have an eye, a nose, and a mouth. Now this one may only be seen in the deep afternoon sunlight as the light is fading. You also have to have the correct angle, the correct perspective. In fact, I would argue that this platform that this gentleman is sitting on is placed here intentionally, that they left this platform. In fact, look at this right here. This almost looks like they glued it in, and that you're supposed to stand here from this platform to observe these faces on this side. And I've seen this in Montana, where they will make a platform. Whoever made these effigies in the past, they will make a platform, and you're supposed to stand at this platform and look across the valley to see have the exact correct perspective, to see the carvings and the faces in the stone across the valley. I think it's very likely that that is what we're looking at, and that these things were painted in the past, that these were highlighted, that we're not just looking at stonework that was done, but also paintwork that was done. And this paintwork may have been done prior to humans coming. And doesn't that look like a doorway? I mean, if that's not a doorway, I'm sure they investigated that because that's how they climbed up the rock, but it sure looks like a doorway to me. So I'm pretty sure that's our last image for today. I want to thank you for joining me. I am Darvest, and I want to thank you again. I am another version of you. I see you as another version of myself. Peace and love to you, my friends, in Lakesh. If you got this far in the video, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I've got a whole lot more of these kind of things I'm going to be doing in the future, including live in-person investigations of these features. So thank you so much for joining me today. Peace and love to you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
What do you think?